amp service cord right there. Black and gray valves are right there underneath there. First time that ever came out, I was like, oh my God, they forgot to put the valves there on the side. Usually they're on the side, right. They're in here.
Right.
Generator can go in there. If you want to eventually put a generator, you can put one in there. Your legs are in here. They go up and down. You got a inside here, but when we're all said and done, you put this and you bring them up so you don't rip them off. And you can adjust right from there. 7-way, you got your breakaway. You have a light right here, so when you're doing all your hookup, the switch for that is inside, and I'll show you that when we get there. That's pretty much it on the front. Work our way over to the corner. You got your 2 batteries. Now, you probably could put another battery up in here, but there's really nothing to hold the batteries up there. So I was like, I don't know why they did that kind of concept, but all your information on your coach is right there. Okay. Weight, tongue, all that stuff. Solar panel, if you have a portable, like maybe you're storing it in a barn, put the solar here, put the panel outside.
Gotcha.
You do have a light on each side over here, one here and one over there. A box for like maybe charging your jumper box, cell phone chargers. Maybe if you're gonna do a TV later, because they do have plugins right here. Well, they don't have the cable plugins for out here. Sometimes they put them right here.
Okay.
Got a table for you. In case your jacks don't work, this is your handle. Again, you got a compartment door just to get into some of your stuff in there.
Okay.
Powers, that turns off all the power, just battery power. So if you're plugged into the shore power, you're still gonna get the power to come through. Yeah. Just your battery power is gonna be killed on that one. People always ask me, well, what do you use for? I mean, I really don't know why they ever put that in there, because these batteries are meant to die, so it doesn't matter if they die, so why turn them off? Just, you know, nothing, they're gonna die eventually anyways, over a whole summer. Mine are dead when I plugged it in this summer, just yesterday, so. Again, you have power right here. You have middle jacks. Then when you do your, on the other side, you can see the little panel right there. When we get over there, I'll show you how that works. Okay. That's your leveling system. If you're putting them down and they go out of stroke, you're probably gonna need a block. I usually carry around like a railroad size, or you can buy the red ones that are circular that are perfectly fit, just depending on what you want to do. If it goes out of stroke, you'll have to put a block there, reset it, and then it'll re-go down. Okay. Outside speakers, an LED light strip. Now, if that LED light strip is not going on when you use the button in there, that's because the remote control overpowers it. So if you're using the remote control, I'll show you when we get in there too. Usually I leave the remote control in the car, because if you pull up somewhere, if it's raining, you can open the awning, open your slides, turn the lights on. You can pretty much do it all from your little remote before you even get out. That'd be if you showed up late and it was nighttime, you're like, oh, let's just go to sleep, open the slides out, it's raining, open the awning up, it'll turn the LED light on for you so you don't be tripping and falling. I'll show you when we get there, but if you use that remote, you have to physically come onto the remote and turn it back on, and then turn the light switch on. And then
Gotcha.
Door, just like your other one, I usually just use that as a second lock. I show people this because a lot of people didn't even know that ever slides, so I just do the slides. If you're using the door and it keeps opening over here, you just have to adjust this right here and push it down. The deadbolt is your main lock. So if you're leaving, going someplace, just always use that as your lock. Because my key for my motorhome will open your top lock.
Okay.
The 751 keys open up all motorhome keys are the same 751. So I tell people, if you're leaving valuable stuff in just that key, because this key is different than your 751 key. A 751 key will just open up like your water stuff and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's pretty much it right there. Your stairs. That's it to hold them in, nothing else. Just your handle right there. Be careful, a lot of people like to grab it here, kill the hand. And when it gets a little, after a while, rust or whatever, I just usually spray some lithium grease right into there. It just works. Other than that, you got the better steps, not the all black ones where you have to keep spray painting them. And
gotcha.
As far as your seals, you have slide out seals right here. They make a can of slide out spray in here. I don't know where you guys come from.
It's Colorado.
Okay, I don't make any money on you, so you get a $50 free gift card here. I'll give you about $60 worth of stuff that I'll tell you, oh, you can get this with your little gift card. I'm sorry, I try to keep it close, but they raise the prices all the time.
Sure.
So
No,
it used to be just the slide spray, the couple little stuff that you can put on your refrigerator, keep the bugs out, a clear cap on your thing. It used to be about $54. Now it's like $64.
Okay.
But they give you $50, and that's probably because they want you to spend some more. If you get over, then you spend more.
Sure.
You don't have to put no sealant, no sprays or nothing on that, just on these. And the can that I'm getting you, or telling you about, is you can spray it literally from here. It goes on as a foam and just drips right off. Nothing more. You do have a seal on the top too, so you might have to get a ladder. I usually do them once a year.
Okay.
Below it right here, behind this seal, you have a small wheel. You see that wheel right there? There's probably 3 of them down there.
Okay.
A WD or a lithium grease.
Okay.
Once a year. That's just all your pre-maintenance stuff.
Yep.
I like to tell people a little bit of everything. Again, outside speakers, zone 1, zone 2, zone A, and zone B on the stereo. Right in here, that's probably where your cubby hole was for that wrench that dropped your spare tire.
Yep.
So I gave you faulty information saying that was for your jacks, because
Yep.
usually it is for the jacks.
Right.
But you do have a spare tire here, so that's for your spare tire.
Okay, cool.
Refrigerator, gas, and electric. There's nothing in there for you. Let me shut that. Just blow it out once a year. All the cottonwood trees and everything love to get sucked up in here. And again, anything that can live in here will live in here. When you blow it out, I usually do go upwards, open that one too, and all the dust will come out. All the dust bunnies will come out. They make the little grates for this right now. That's one of the things they used to be 30 bucks. I think they're like 36 bucks now. They're metal and they're screenage and they zip tie right on.
Okay.
And I don't buy much stuff here. I bought the wheel cocks because they're awesome once they're here, and they're 2 for 1. They're not only wheel cocks, but they're protective. Somebody can rip your coach off because you can put a lock on them.
Oh.
And if you go places like, I don't go too many state parks. I usually go state parks here. I go left to the off grid and go down the road, and usually it's a little like that. So when you put those wheel cocks on it, they're awesome. I go to Lake and Chiefs. You guys probably don't know about it, but there's nothing really level there. So if you want to do undo your truck, I needed something, and just a piece of wood under there wouldn't have been sufficient. I ended up buying those wheel cocks. They're like $120. But it's a 2 for 1. It's a lock and a wheel cock. So, and you put padlocks on both wheels. Your trailer won't go anywhere. I don't care how kind of incline or just a little bit. Again, just blow it out.
Yep.
Other than that, you're good to go. This goes right here. And they just simple like that. Same with that one.
Okay. What do you use, a leaf blower, or you use just like a leaf blower to blow it out? Or an air compressor?
Air compressor.
Okay.
I usually use my air compressor because when you do your winterization,
Yeah.
do you do your own?
Yep.
Okay, so when you do all of that, there's a blowout. So where you put your city water, you can put that out. You put that little air chuck in there, and then
Yep.
the wife will go into each drain while you're blowing it, or vice versa. You'll open it up, and it'll just blow all the water out. Then you open your low point drains, it drops all the water out. It'll blow it out there.
Okay.
Hit your bypass on your water tank. I'm sure you've did it many times, but
Yep.
I don't use antifreeze, so I don't use it. I don't suck antifreeze. You guys live in Colorado, so it might be a little different. It's
We
probably a lot.
do use antifreeze.
Yeah, it's
'cause
probably a
yeah.
lot colder over there, so you might want to use the antifreeze.
we do.
Just over here, we don't get that cold.
Yeah.
You got the good heavy duty rack, so you don't have to worry about that one right there. If you, it's 250 on that. I have seen it say 300. You can put your pooper hose in on this side. You don't have the camera, but if you do end up going the camera, it's like a two wire setup. It just goes right underneath that third light.
Okay.
And I tell people I bought one, and I don't like those mirrors that extend out. I can never really see, so I ended up buying that little camera setup. I bought it on Amazon. It was a lot cheaper, but it's easy simp, power in the ground. It just hooks up to your light, so when you turn the lights on in the truck, you got a camera, boom, it comes right back. And it's fairly big, and if you want to go the other one, you can get the side marker lights, which are awesome too, because every time you turn on your blinker, it shows you this whole thing, so you don't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying? With a bigger trailer,
Yeah.
it kind of gets that way. So
Yeah,
just
this is 12 feet shorter than my first one. So.
okay, so then you're a veteran at it. And I used to drive a semi truck too, so
Right, yeah.
a lot of people are like it. I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm getting a little older. I want it to be a little easier.
No,
for me,
yeah,
so.
there's nothing wrong with easier.
So hot water tank, gas and electric. When I get that, it'll probably take it away. Sorry about that. When it does get that small leak, you do that and it'll stop the drip.
Yep.
Anno rod, once a year. I usually do it once a year. People say, oh, I can let it go longer. Yeah, but as soon as I see it eating and you put it back in, it goes like that. So these are resets. And again, when you do your once a year, I usually blow this out. It usually gets rusty and everything lives in there too. So that's it right there. Gas and electric, both the buttons are inside.
Okay.
All right. And I like they make a cover for this right here, but this gets hot. So who wants to live in there when it's really hot? And again, just blow it out once a year. And no lock on that, maybe because we'll cut it off. Not a lot of people do, but some people do.
Right.
A little garbage can for you in there, drops it in there. They actually gave you your garbage can. Heater, they make the little vents for these. Again, anything that can live in there will live in there. Even though this does get hot, it doesn't get hot as often as that does. So people say, well, you told me not to put it on that one because it got hot. Well, in summertime, I never turn this on. I rarely turn on my furnace at all. So anything that can live in there will live in there, and it will get rusty too. So once a year, blow it out with your air, because you'll see stuff go, it'll blow out rust and everything. 50 amp service for a satellite dish for the cable.
Okay.
So if you're at the KOA or if you're tailgater, you can hook your tailgater up to there and run it out to wherever you got. I'm just gonna look underneath. So you got gray right here. That's just for your back, for your kitchen area.
Yep.
So your toilet area and your kitchen area both have their own gray, so you won't fill it up too fast. You don't have to worry about it. And again, over here, same setup, just same concept. You don't have to. And I'm just gonna look, make sure we don't have anything on in here. Oh. Careful of the cord. Stabilizer jacks again in the middle. Same concept, just do all your lubes. These are those low point drains I was telling you about, so you're not gonna do what I asked you to do because it's colder over here. And I totally know, because Colorado, you'll probably lose your water pump. That's the first thing that'll go, because if you didn't do the little cap in there and all that, that's the first people that come here. So, oh, it's the water pump, because you forgot to drain the little bit of water in the cap.
Okay.
You got your little hose right here. Does do pretty good. And that's just on your pump, so when it gets to the hose, it does. You could probably even wash the unit with this. Brings your hose in from here, right up from the top. City water. If you're gonna use a water filter, I always tell people use it on the house side. It's just plastic really in there, so with the weight of that water.
Gotcha.
Same with this right here, Santa Flush. You familiar with that?
Yep.
If you're gonna use that, make sure that you have your black open. You can do whatever you want, but I tell people I've had it shoot out the top, I've had it shoot out the toilet. I've heard all those stories.
Right.
When I first worked at Polesville over there, it was a brand new unit, so it was just, but I didn't know, and it didn't, back in them days, it didn't say Santa Flush. It was just chrome and white, and I put it on that one and walked away, and one of the guys was like, hey man, your toilet's good. And I'm like, whoa, it was coming out the rub, but it was just water, but I was still like, oh man.
Yeah.
So you have a light in here, city water to fill up if you're going camping.
Okay.
Probably about 80 gallons, because yours is bigger, about 600 pounds. There's not a lot of water in there, just bare minimum, because I use it. There's a little bit of water in each one of your tanks, and that's just so I know that your tanks can read, so I got them at one notch. And before you leave, I'll drain them all, it's just water.
Cool.
So, for you driving, again, this just comes out right there. You would drain that out. And they didn't give you a little cubby holder. Usually they put like a little door in here that you can put this in. So I'll just drain the water out and stick it over here. This right here tells you everything, how it works. Turn it on, it's got a power button right there.
Yep.
You can auto retract it and auto level it. Obviously you can see the buttons, but if you want to get manually and do a manual, you go into here. You can set your own hitch, so it'll be for your truck. I don't know the procedure of that. Everybody asks me, why don't you know? Well, because I don't hook it up to my truck, so I never get into that function of it.
Right.
It's not too hard. You set it, you level, and it tells you it's self-explanatory. There's videos for everything on this, so even though your wife's taking a video, I tell people you can go to YouTube or the manufacturer, and there's usually a guy with a nice camera there that doesn't, you know,
Right.
and he'll tell you step by step on every little procedure.
Right,
So,
right.
I mean, I know I do pretty good, but again, you have a light here, and then another cubby hole door. There's your water pump right there.
Okay, cool.
There's where you do all your winterization and everything.
Nice.
Make it simple for you. Any